Here's a payment that always catches home buyers off guard: the earnest money deposit. Because I know when I bought my first house, I said, well, who is Earnest and why I gotta pay him some money? The earnest money deposit, or good faith deposit, is a payment that the buyer gives to the seller to show that they are committed to buying their house after the seller accepts their offer. No, you don't give the money directly to the seller. Instead, it's held by a third party until closing. And at that time, the buyer can use those funds towards their down payment or their closing costs. What happens if the contract is canceled? Does the buyer get that money back? If the contract is canceled due to a contingency laid out in the contract, such as the buyer not being able to get approved for their loan, or after the home inspection, something was found and the buyer doesn't want to move forward, then yes, the earnest money can be returned to the buyer. But if the buyer just backs out of the contract for reasons not based on that contract, then the seller can make claim to keep that money for time that was lost and pulling their house off the market. So when you finally get that house under contract, be ready to pay that earnest money deposit. Be sure to follow for more real estate tips and advice.